What up, man? UnbiasReview checking in, man. Jimz versus Serius Jones. Salute to RBE for this. It took me a while to really review this battle, man. I was gonna do it when it first dropped. Serius Jones hit me up like, yo, you need to apologize and all this shit. Like, you said I was gonna lose. I did apologize, not because I thought he won the battle, but just because I thought he was gonna clearly lose the battle, and he didn't clearly lose. So we had that debate on Twitter probably about a week ago, but I think Jimz is getting a lot of hate. And I understand it. He's light-skinned. He's probably mixed with like Chinese, Puerto Rican, Spanish. I don't really know what Jim's nationality is. He says the word nigga. People hate that, especially if you're not completely black. People hate his voice. I understand it. But he's mad cocky. He's battling with shades on in the beginning. I get it. I get it. I get it. Niggas just don't really fuck with niggas like that. And at the end of the day, the cockiness is bad enough you light-skinned. Then you light-skinned and cocky. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that stigma about how light-skinned niggas think they all that anyway. And that's a stigma that you constantly are trying to fight. But I do think Jimz improved a lot in this battle, and people ain't giving him credit. He had a lot of nice lines in this battle, and people are just like, yo, he's trash. And he wasn't trash. You know, when he's vastly improved from the Rich Dollars battle to the Cortez battle and to the battle now. And I don't think people can't get over his persona in order to give him credit. One thing I want to say, man, I definitely felt like the crowd was affecting these battles more than you normally see in an RBE event. I don't know what's going on with that. We see it a lot at the main stage battles, and then you're starting to migrate down to the small battles. Too many pockets of conversations going on at these events, man. It just almost seemed like Jimz and Serius Jones should not have to be telling niggas to shut the fuck up.
It couldn't have been me, though. See, we came up with two different eras in the streets, bro. I was, bitch, shut up! I was a young wild nigga. God, she's sorry, like, yo, listen. We know y'all enjoying it, but don't fuck them up. Let's go, let's get it.
And then you gotta get ARP involved, and you know, he gotta try to quiet the crowd down. It should almost be a security guard in both corners, in both back corners, that when they see these pockets of conversations, just tap a nigga over the shoulder and be like, yo, shut the fuck up, watch the battle. If he don't want to do that, send him outside. He can come back at the next battle, or maybe he can just be done for the day, whatever it is. But it's just too much chatter, whether it was Q being official, whether it was Big K and Show Off, and even this battle. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't even be seeing that in battle rap. Like, niggas gotta respect the MCs. And I feel like in this event, this entire event, I didn't think enough of that was done. Let's just get into round one, man. Jimz had a nice opening bar about Smack. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a good little intro.
So Smack threw his event on our same damn night. And his headliner is Gun Titles versus NWX now. Ain't all right? Well, cool. We ain't stressed, bro. We ain't tight. Just compare Smack to Jordan selling retros. Cause he got the fans online waiting to buy the same shit twice.
There's always this perceived friction between URL and RBE, so Jimz kind of played on that by saying Smack is charging you for the same shit twice. Definitely felt like that was a good opener. He had a few other nice bars in his first round too.
His whole career, he been associated with nothing but sucker shit. Where I'm from, it ain't considered real beef till someone mother hit. You are a dirty Fight Club goddamn disgrace. But I will admit, this dude's clever, but he's old and washed up. And like any decent nightclub, you just can't walk in with this new era. That's when I learned when you really got money, you should be playing broke. Or get your shit ran like I laced the coke. Or I grab this razor, let it scrape and poke till it get under your skin like you can't take a joke.
Overall, I felt Jimz had a solid first round. I don't think it was great. It was definitely solid. I felt like it was a good opening round for him. Serius Jones comes back. He has a nice opening line about, I'm killing all of these fish on these platforms, playing off the hood classic that we already know what that is. You wasn't with me shooting in the gyms. That line was fire.
Y'all starting to get the ball cranky. Yeah, they season on my pen, but this the learning tree. Time I put your medulla on the Timbs. Niggas like, oh, hold up. It's the learning tree. Time I put your medulla on your Timbs. Niggas like, what Jones be doing, Jim's gonna do that shit to him. Same bitch in the DM tomorrow, like, I knew that you would win. I say, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting at the Jimz.
He had a mushroom fungi scheme. Some people might have thought it was a reach. For the most part, I still thought it was clever. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. What else did he have in the first round? He had the "How is your slogan? Stop being dirty when you ain't caught a clean body yet." That line was dope, man. I felt like Serius Jones had a good opening first round, man. He was a little more lyrical than I normally see Serius Jones. He was scheming a lot in this battle, and he was a lot more. His wordplay was a lot better than I anticipated coming into the battle, man. I definitely felt like, you know, I ain't really liked a lot of Serius Jones battles. I'm gonna keep it real with you, but this particular battle was definitely one I liked more than the others. So salute to him. I got him winning the first round. Jimz comes back in round 2. He has the "We ain't seen you cut nobody, you the new barber in the shop." That was clever because obviously Serius Jones has already said he's been a barber, so that was a nice play on word. I made 10K off Snow, like T-Top. Niggas know when Snow and T-Top battle at UFL, T-Top won and ended up getting a 10K. The slingshot, I pushed Rock out the V like a slingshot. Fire.
I learned if I grab the pack and hit a mean block, it'll be easy to make 10K off of Snow like T-Top. Cause hey, J's wasn't free, so I was on 106 in Park in a clean spot, moving Rock out the V like a slingshot.
And I got a 9mm. I aim it well. I have you running from the mills like Dave Chappelle. That line was dope too, man. Everybody know Dave Chappelle was had the Dave Chappelle show. He got a big ass contract offered to him. He never took it. I guess I don't know if the pressure of being a comedian and pressure of holding down that big show. He pretty much, people was just saying he was just having a nervous breakdown damn near of all the success he had. So that's why the whole you was running from the mills like Dave Chappelle comes from. Crazy line. I was fucking with that. Jimz had a dope second round to me. I definitely was fucking with it. Even at the end where he said the smoothie dance shit and the before the punch, whatever, and after the punch, the smoothie dance, it was acted out well, man. I could see how it would get a good reaction in the building, you know what I'm saying? Because some of this stuff don't always look good on camera, but when you in the building, you'll feel a bar like that because he acted it out well. Even Serius Jones second round, he had a lot of schemes, man. The Cardigan scheme, the LL Cool J scheme, Menace to Society scheme, Boys in the Hood scheme. That's what I was saying, man. He had a lot of schemes in the second round and they was nice. He had the Uber driver line saying that Jimz looked like an Uber driver, the type of nigga that'll say you can spark the blunt if I can hit it too. That line was funny, man. Jimz kind of do look like he could be an Uber driver. In a way. I could kind of see him doing that for some reason. I don't know. I don't want to stereotype niggas, but niggas say Chilla Jones an Uber driver. Who knows? But, you know, him saying that, it kind of fit like maybe you could see Jimz actually doing that for some reason. So, and I also like when he was talking about Jimz won't pull out or he's slow to pull out the weapon or whatever. He said it's in your genes. You only hear it because your dad, your pops was lazy, saying your dad basically pull out game is lazy. That's why you hear and you pull out the weapon slow or whatever. Nice little play on words. Serius Jones had a solid second round, but I got Jimz taking round 2. Jimz come back in round 3. He had the rollover minutes line that was kind of nice.
Right now I want to salute all my fellow up and coming battle rap soldiers. The game need us. These vets no longer care about the culture. These niggas all vultures. They forgot. Without the consumer, they're nothing. But treat the fans like they owe ya. But you get the call to service bars. If you ain't using your minutes right, then roll over. But Jimz is suspenseful. And right now I'm sitting on something special. Thanks, Oprah. Act funny. Me, Heath Ledger trying to play Joker.
I had to take a time out to face the corner. That was a nice line. He had a pimp angle that I felt like he could have done better. He definitely could have done the pimp angle better. I see where he was trying to go with the Muslim shit and how he's a pimp and he trying to apply it to the Mav Hoffa and the chicks that was twerking on stage. I like the Pat Stay bar where he was saying how Pat Stay backed out of the battle because his voice was fucked up and he said you should be used to it because you a pimp. You should be used to bitches not having a voice. I I thought that was kind of slept on, but the pimp angle could have been done a little bit better. The swear to God angle definitely could have been done a little bit better. His first two swear to God just didn't hit, you know what I'm saying? The second swear to God he had something about his shop getting shot up or whatever. If you watch Good's Untold Truth, Good's kind of talk about that a little bit, how he had an issue with Serius Jones on Twitter and had to go press him. Now, if you don't want to snitch and say that it's Good's, even though Goods kind of said that a little bit in the Untold Truth, you got to apply bars around your swear to God. That's the only way you're going to make it dope. The third swear to God he did with the paperwork, in the building it might have hit, on camera it didn't hit at all. And I think that's what really hurt Jimz in the third round. It just didn't hit. The only thing it did was it kind of made Serius Jones' third round look sloppy. You know what I'm saying? At least in the start. So maybe he got a little rattled, tried to come with a little freestyle rebuttal, but for the most part, Jimz just didn't set up well. Cause I mean, people don't really care that he shoplifted, did this. Like, it gotta be more of a setup around it for it to hit on camera. And but what else he had? You push up, I pull up. That's what Jimz do. That was a nice line. And I'm spitting on the ab. That's none wifey. I was fucking with that bar too. Serius Jones' third round. He really didn't try to take this round either. This was one of the this round was interesting because it's like 1-1 going into the third, and none of them really just took the baton and just ran with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of them did it. This round could have went either way. If Jim's paperwork angle works a little bit better, he clearly wins the round to me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at this round, he has the Fantasia line. Serius Jones do. We've heard that before, even though he still kind of set it up good. The Muslim, if I'm Muslim, why you keep talking about beef? Because, you know, Jimz was talking about the Mad Prophet shit a lot, so that was a nice play on words.
I said Vietnamese blood. Yeah, I done stacked bundles in Queens blood. Flushing by the 7 train. That means I literally sold chicks drugs.
What else did he have in the third? I lay your whole family down. You should be used to that, or whatever, playing off his race.
They said you battling a hothead. I said I'm cool with that. Your dude is back. Clark Kent when it comes to this paper. Super facts, Uber app. I'm just going straight to where you was at. Lay your whole family down on the same floor. You should be used to that.
It was a decent third round by Serius Jones and a decent third round by Jimz. None of them really took the baton and ran with it. If I had to pick someone just on the overall consistency, I would probably edge Serius Jones in this battle 2-1. I would probably give him the third. Even though his third started off sloppy, I felt like he still had a decent third. Probably enough to win the battle. It's not really a clear win on either side though. You know what I'm saying? I see people talking in the comments like 3-0 Serius Jones and Jimz is whack. Serius Jones killed him. Like, for me, I just don't see it. I didn't think Jones was that crazy in this battle. He was good, but he wasn't great. And Jimz was good, and he wasn't great. And at any given time, either one of these rounds could have went the other way, especially the second and third. So that's where I got the battle, man. 2-1 Serius Jones and a edge. So, but salute to Jimz, man. You get a lot of hate, and I don't think it's warranted. I think he's definitely improved. I think niggas need to acknowledge that. And you like Jimz for his blogging. Niggas say, oh, he's funny, he's animated, you know what I'm saying? He talks shit. I think he can put it all together and add the funniness, the jokes, the cockiness, and the bars, and put it all together. Because it's capable of being done. Jimz just got to figure out how to do it in these battles. And that's all it is, man. Unbiased review. I'll let you boy.